I don't believe that I'm defined by a number.
I feel like at this age, all the exciting things happen.
25 is a big year. You're a quarter of a century.
You know, that fine line between being still like a girl, but then a woman.
You're not in college anymore, but you're not kind of fully an adult.
My mother was 25 when she had me.
And I feel like I'm finally at that age where you're, you know, paying your own health insurance.
You don't have the luxury of saying, well, I'm only 20, you know, you're 25.
Of course, there's your parents who always say, you're 25 now, you have to act like an adult.
I'm not as much of a child, even though I look like it sometimes.
I have it written down when I was in kindergarten. They said, what do you want to be? And I said, I want to be an artist or a fashion designer.
I wanted to be everything from an astronaut to a ballerina to a lawyer.
I wanted to be a parachute diver.
When I was a teenager, I was really into Oprah. I was really into self-help and self-hypnosis.
At that time, I would have assumed that I was like on my way to becoming like president of the United States.
Personally, I expected to, you know, wake up and feel like a grown-up, and that never really happened.
Like, my parents were really together people, and they were artists, and they had jobs, and they were working, and they had a family, and I'm like single and chain smoking cigarettes.
That I would move to the big city, own my own apartment, and have a red Dodge Challenger.
I definitely set out to say that by my 25th birthday, I wanted to have a record deal, and I was able to do that.
That was the track I was on, you know, like taking over the world. So I guess I did it because I'm in Elle magazine.
25 looked really, really old, and I remember when I was 14, I had a boyfriend that was 25.
I thought I'd be married with like 10 children or something.
Yeah, I thought that I would be living in a farmhouse with my husband.
I thought in my 20s I'd already have a few novels published.
I had a real moment where I projected myself into the future and I thought, how would I be when I'm 22? But it didn't go past that.
I spent a lot of time putting turtlenecks on my head the wrong way and pretending that I was a nun.
I didn't know what I'd be doing, but I knew what I would be wearing when I went there.
I thought 14-year-olds were ancient when I was little.
Sneakers and socks and one of those suit skirts.
I'm gonna be a princess.
I wanted to work at either the grocery store
and everything is just pink and fluffy and beautiful.
Or be a waitress.
I wanted to be a nurse.
Or I wanted to be Evel Knievel.
Married to George Clooney or Justin Timberlake.
I think this is pretty on track with what I fantasized about. Are you kidding me? I don't even think I knew this existed.
The first time I felt like an adult was the first time I got my heart broken. For sure.
When I was 12 and a half, I think that was around the time that I really realized that I wanted to be a ski racer.
I just loved ballet so much, more than anything else.
I definitely dreamed about it being this way, and I dreamed about the Olympics and wanting to be an Olympic champion.
I really only saw myself as a ballerina.
When I was a kid and I was picturing myself at 25, I think I imagined there would be flying cars at that point. And I had pictured myself being blonde and having big boobs, but that's as far as it went.